This Biafra will be say he never stand, but he's about to stand. They don't abide by themselves. That's why they say no how organization day. Some group of people go day to they drag the organization down. So now they are part of the Biafra after Uzo Kalu no they available. The woman with they in charge now. They like tell other Igbo guys to be careful with these people because we are not donate to this kind of people account because they don't want to show their accountability. But the way people don't donate to make the group go further, they don't want to show them out. But now I play the video when I see what these people get to talk.
Now, moving forward, those of you that have been following our Prime Minister, the Prime Minister has always said, upon the declaration of the United States of Biafra, the Brigade Cabinet will be dissolved. I know he has said that publicly and privately. And that is exactly what I did. With the power vested in me and in nobody else. It is me that he vested that power because I know the reason why he requested for that to happen. Which is not what I'm going to start explaining here. If somebody respects our Prime Minister, Simon Eber, and he gave that order, why should the person or the individual try to disobey that order? And they will tell you that they are fighting for Biafra. They want to raise funds for Biafra. Is it the job of the finance department, headed by Sonny Akbalawa, to be talking about raising money for the Biafra restoration? It's not his job. But for some reason, they all decided to do what they think they want to do. As we are speaking right now, the finance minister now has sent out a WhatsApp, a Zoom meeting for the 40 state administrators in Homeland to meet with him tomorrow. But he refused to come to the meeting with the person that the Prime Minister have given the power. But he went, this is just to disorganize and destroy. But you know what? Not in this struggle where I am. This case is dead on arrival, and they will fade if they want to. Like I said again, I don't know their issue. I'm not going to get into that. But we have a defense minister that is currently attending to some issues in defense. And that is the right thing to do. Because when PM was available, most things come to him. Most information come to him. But all of a sudden, because he's out, some people think they are the ones that is in charge of everything. I find it very sad that somebody will come to the air to tell the world that without him, the Finland Convention wouldn't have happened. And that is why it's very, very important for us to know how we can help the finances. We don't want nobody coming out to say that without him or her, the United States of Biafra will not be achieved. That's a slap on our face. That's a slap on the thousands of people that support our Prime Minister financially to get the United States of Biafra. So for Biafrans to have that bandage on their face every time, that without me or without anybody else, or without the finance minister contribution, that there will be nothing like United States of Biafra. Nothing like that. All of us contribute in our own way. I'm not going to tell people what I contribute in this struggle. I'm not going to tell people what I've lost being in this position. That is not what I need to do. Because Biafra is way, way bigger than what I do, what I lost, and what I put into the struggle. But under this leadership, that must stop. Nobody can come and say, without them, the United States of Biafra will not stand. Or without the money they brought up here, which is money we pay back. People give money, and there are people that give thousands of dollars to the struggle. You don't even hear their name. And that was why we're trying to clarify some of, yes, we thank people who brought us money in time of need. But it's also important for us to know what was borrowed. What did you borrow us? How do we pay back? I think that's just basic accountability. It's not to stop anybody from doing what they do, but it's just the transparency. Because we are in a new administration. We are now a country. It's not everything that has to come to the open. But we know things that the cabinet needs to know. And there are things the cabinet do not need to know. And that is why the cabinet decided we are going to have a week break before we start our fundraising. And Sonia Parawa and Ogenkere and Nigeria went to be telling Biafrans that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze have canceled fundraising and are trying to connive and try to deceive those in homeland, our angels. But I'll tell them, please, do not get involved in this madness. Do not. Do not. The PM has gone through this part in the past and it didn't end well. The essence of the information department is to let Biafrans know what is going on. Keep us abreast of the information. Not to use the information department to be spreading false information to the public and spreading lies and try to witch hunt somebody because you feel PM did not give you the power to run the struggle. PM knows all of us one by one. He knows what each individual can do before he gave that power. If you think PM knows that you can run this struggle, he would have made you the one in charge until he comes out. But the Prime Minister didn't do that. And as long as he didn't do that, you must bow by that instruction that the Prime Minister gives. That's the right thing to do if you truly love the PM, as you say.
What's not fundraising of Saturday? No, ye telegodu. Until the Logan Killer, beg why? Get they go on that account? Can you get in and out of that account? At least you Afro account to a country wants to be transparent. Over to the Akpabu Genkele. Call the account to Genkele also. He didn't come. Before another government, Ogenkele was to come and give account. Nowhere to find Ogenkele. For how many meetings came in? 4 good meetings. Nobody to see Ogenkele. And then the cabinet daily letter. Say I'm actually fair at the meeting. Nowhere to find Ogenkele. Ogenkele was on at the meeting. Mboso bata meeting abata. Home pay mic. Every minister see that now watch kote kwano. The look of poom. He didn't come the meeting again. He didn't.